Hey, welcome to a brand new edition of The Rundown with Ramon. My name is Ramon Ray. Welcome to today's edition of The Rundown with Ramon. We got a lot to cover today. Amazon is prepping humanoid deliveries. Hooters shutters 30 restaurants. Michaels courts Joanne's customers. Tesla plunges as Trump and Musk clash. ChatGPT hits 3 million business users, and Reddit is suing Anthropic for scraping. Amazon is investing $10 billion in AI expansion. And Yaniv Masjidi of Nextiva talks about how a CX mistake is your wake-up call, talking about what happened with Klarna. So we got that to cover today, and we'll talk about that when we come right back. All right, we're back. Welcome again to the Rundown with Ramon. My name is Ramon Ray, 5-time entrepreneur, 5-time author, sold 3 companies, here to help you live your best life or start or grow your business. Diving into the world of tech, business, personal development, health, and more. You can see our flagship site at zoneofgenius.com, zoneofgenius.com, or get to know me better at ramonray.com. So Amazon is prepping humanoid deliveries. And what does this mean? Looking here on LinkedIn News, where I get a lot of the news headlines to go over for today and break that down, what it could mean for your business. Amazon's ubiquitous blue vans could soon feature new passengers, humanoid robots that deliver your packages. Would that look a bit scary to have an Amazon van drive up to your home? And then instead of jumping out as that smiling face of that guy or gal delivering your package, but a robot jumping to your door, putting a package down. I don't know if they'll look quite like that. Robots clomping through the area looking like that. They could be just boxes with wheels on it. Who knows? But it's interesting that Amazon is continuing to invest and develop and do things. They've already started traction on, I believe, the drones being delivered, drone delivery of products to various places, which is pretty cool. But the information citing an anonymous source involved in their projects is Amazon is building a humanoid park and obstacle course at one of its San Francisco offices to test the AI-powered technology. The plan is for the robots to operate out of a fleet of electric Rivian vans and builds on the retail giant's $10 billion investment in North Carolina data centers devoted to AI and cloud computing. Listen, many of you smaller businesses, mid-sized businesses can't do this, won't do this, but it's good that you understand what the big boys are doing, the big girls are doing, so you can see how you can do it too. And hey, next time you get a knock on your door, toot, 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 and you realize it's a humanoid robot, well, you won't be surprised. You'll know that Ramon Ray on the Rundown with Ramon shared with you that's coming in the not-so-distant future. And I think when we see the birth of AI, we know that anything is possible, including humanoid robots delivering packages to us. This is not new. Many companies, if I got the name offhand, have had these videos, and we've seen things. Some have been more unreal than others, but this is real, and this is coming again. Glad you're here on a brand new edition of The Rundown with Ramon. Ding, 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 ding. Hooters, the restaurant with ladies clad in short shorts and cut-off tank tops, things like that, is shutting 30 stores. So what does this mean to you? You have a good idea? You have an interesting idea? You have something that differentiates your business, as Hooters has done? All the time it doesn't work out. That's it. Hooters is a famous brand, and I just wanted to say they're shutting 30 restaurants. Hooters has abruptly closed over 30 of its company-owned restaurants across several states. A spokesperson for the chain called it a difficult decision and indicated that Hooters would move toward a pure franchise business model, reports USA Today. This comes less than 3 months after the Florida-based business filed for bankruptcy. When you filed for bankruptcy, that does not mean bankruptcy. Let me stop slurring my words. When you file for bankruptcy, that does not mean you can't resurrect yourself and come back to life. Of course you can, but it's tough. So Hooters restaurant filed for bankruptcy. Now they're shuttering 30 stores, and now the plan is to go to a purely franchise model. If they can even do that, I hope they can. Ding, 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 ding. One thing I did want to mention, going back to the Amazon store, Sonia Oja, a partner at Bain Capital, writes, Amazon is building a humanoid robot obstacle course that tests robots for package delivery. If this sounds like science fiction, it's because all tech revolutions do, right up until the moment that they become mainstream. So Just note that. This stuff seems like it's far in advance in the future, but it's not. It's happening to a door near you. Ding, 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 ding. Interesting news of the day as well. Michael's courts Joann's customers. You may be saying, Ramon, what is Michael's? What is Joann? Well, there's millions and millions of people, including my wife, who are in the fabric and or crafting business. They craft, which my wife does, by the way, or they sew, which my wife does, by the way. So Michael's is known, I believe it is, as a crafting store, but Joann Fabrics, I guess, closed some time ago, and Michael saw an 80% increase in the word fabric on their side. Joann closed. Where do people go get their fabrics? People didn't know. They said maybe Michael's has it, so Michael's has invested in bringing fabric into their inventory to solve that need. What's the lesson learned? They looked at their analytics. They looked at their data, and the data showed them, the analytics shows them, people are searching for something. We're not providing a solution for them. What are we going to do about it? You can do the same. You're selling lemonade, and then people are searching for pistachios. Maybe you should start selling pistachios. This doesn't mean you have to do it immediately, but it's something you should look into. Scott Cook, famously the founder of Intuit QuickBooks, told this story. They had QuickBooks initially for personal finance, but people kept asking, people kept seeing, they kept observing that people were using QuickBooks for business use. So hence QuickBooks for Business, or however the story goes, came to being. So already 680 Michaels of 1,300 locations, that's more than half, have received the new selection, with 280 more still to come this year. Michaels also acquired Joann's intellectual property, including its name. Smart business, smart group, smart looking into something different. How you can take brand A, take brand B, and you buy brand B and see what people really want and how you can use scales of economy to grow that for yourself. Again, my name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. Glad you're here. Check us out on zoneofgenius.com. Looking for an amazing speaker at your next event, looking for a thought leader at your next event, looking for an influencer to work with you or your brand, looking for a keynote speaker, definitely want to check me out, Ramon Ray at ramonray.com, to help you reach more business owners, provide that authenticity, that credibility to help your brand in the business market. Ding, 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 ding. More news of Tesla combined with Donald Trump, President Donald Trump, and Elon Musk. Elon Musk is out at the White House, whether he left or got kicked out, who knows? And he's just been slamming. There's a war of words going across all kind of platforms with Elon Musk and President Donald Trump. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Tesla's valuation suffered its biggest blow ever, and CEO Elon Musk's personal net worth fell by $30 billion, reports LinkedIn News, as the relationship between him and President Donald Trump devolved over social media on Thursday. I mean, they just been going at it. Here's the thing. This is a billionaire problem, two men with giant egos. So a lot of it may not apply to you and I, but some of it does. And here's the thing to go. When you have a problem, don't take it public. When you have a problem, you just hurt each other when both of you pick up mud and throw mud at each other. You just hurt yourselves. So there's no need to throw mud. You have a problem, maybe take it to court, but if you can, solve it outwardly, solve it internally, and there's no need to throw mud and make it messy. You know what I'm saying? Just do what you can to resolve it and make it better. It's better for everybody, especially yourself. When you throw mud, both of you get dirty. My name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. Glad you're here today. Get to know me better at you get to know me better at zoneofgenius.com. Sign up for our weekly email newsletter. And of course, get to know me better at ramonray.com to have me on your stage. Ding, 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 ding. And congratulations, ChatGPT hits 3 million business users. What's interesting about this is not the 3 million mark, because Google has millions and millions to hundreds of millions of users. Microsoft has millions and millions, hundreds of millions of users over years, over 20 years, over 30 years, over decades. ChatGPT is hitting this over months, right? The last year or so that they've been open, that this AI has been made public. Before it was just to the sphere of scientists and those who knew obscure coding and whatever it was, but now it's to all to just do little prompts and make amazing stuff. ChatGPT hits 3 million business users, and this is the battle as I see it. You have the legacy companies And then legacy in a bad way, but the companies that are mature, that have been around for a while, Google, you have Microsoft and these other brands that have platforms, Zoho, other brands like this to provide an array of services to their business customers. Then you have, of course, the more single point solution companies, such as maybe Adobe, such as Canva, such as Zoom, such as even Salesforce to a degree. But Salesforce is, of course, $1 billion company. They're a platform solution as well. So let me be careful as I say that. But you get the point I'm making. Other solutions. Then you have the core AI companies, ChatGPT, Perplexity, Anthropic, others like this that have just been birthed in recent months. So you have this configuration of companies who are all fighting for the AI brand, the AI to use us for your AI solution. What do companies do? I think this is a good thing for companies, which is where they're hiring, and they're looking at analysts, they're looking at integrators, they're looking at solution providers to go through this minefield, this good minefield of options, and then say, hey, here's how you can do it. And often it may not be one company. It may say, hey, use Microsoft and Copilot, et cetera, for this, and use maybe this solution for that, or things like this, or integrate them together. So kudos to ChatGPT hitting 3 million business users. That's a big, big, big thing. And it showcases that businesses are into AI. And if you're not into AI, if you're not using it in some way, get on the bandwagon so you're not missing out. Talking about AI, Reddit is suing Anthropic for scraping. This is a big deal. Anthropic needs to train its models. Anthropic needs to have stuff to talk about when people type in Claude, ask questions. Reddit saying, no bueno. New York Times just has a deal with, I think it's Anthropic or AI. Deals need to be made. Reddit saying, no, you can't take our years of putting together the customers and discussion boards, the millions of people we have, and you can just scrape that content and make money off us? No. So Reddit is leading the latest battle to stop artificial intelligence companies from scraping digital data without authorization. The online discussion site sued Anthropic, saying it has been harmed by the AI startup's unfair business acts. Per the lawsuit, Anthropic has accessed Reddit's forums over 100,000 times in violation of Reddit's public content policy. We'll see where it goes. Most likely they'll strike a deal, and if they don't, the courts will handle it in some way. Amazon is investing $10 billion in AI expansion. Amazon is putting $10 billion toward expanding its artificial intelligence and cloud computing data infrastructure in North Carolina. So they're doing expansion in North Carolina. They're doing expansion in California, doing expansion all over. The AI bandwagon is only going to grow. Ding, 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 ding. Last up here for our news of the day. Klarna was all in on AI, but it needs humans back. Yaniv Masjedi of Nextiva talks about this. And here's the problem they had when they just used AI. The customers complained and said they could not always address or understand their issues. AI could not. Required them to rephrase questions to get responses. AI did that. Lacked empathy. That was AI. Humans have empathy. Humans can understand questions today better. And humans, it seems like, can address the questions better. I'm not saying this is always the case, but Klarna invested quite a bit, or whatever it was, in AI. And they realized, hey, we need humans. The buy now, pay later company implementing a hiring freeze in 2023 had slashed its workforce from 5,000 to 3,800 humans, as its chatbots fielded 2/3 of customer service conversations, supposedly the work of 700 human agents. But Klarna now saying, yes, we saved money, but the cost seems to have been too predominant an evaluation factor when organizing this. Everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. I hope this little nugget of news and insights is helpful for you today as you look forward to growing your business. You want to work with me, want me to speak at your event, host your event. You want to see I can help you enhance your credibility to reach business owners more, work with me in some way. You just like my voice, like how I deliver news or content. Hit me up and let me know how I can work with you. Again, this is the Rundown with Ramon. Get to know me better at zoneofgenius.com and subscribe and sign up for our email newsletter. And connect with me also at ramonray.com. See you, be blessed, and have an amazing day. See you next time on the next Rundown with Ramon.